If you're the Cavs, should you have patience or are you panicking?
This is not even a close call. You hit the panic button. I mean, it's all out panic.
Because that always helps.
Yeah, right. Sound logic there.
Sometimes, Max, when it's real, you got to recognize real. It's panic time for the Cavs. It is panic. And I understand, the prudent thing to do is come out and say, it's game one. You know, apparently, according to Marcellus, LeBron likes to lay game one away. He doesn't need it.
Hey, I didn't make up the stat.
It's just the NBA Finals. I don't need game one.
Even when he wins it,
whatever.
they lose.
He's pacing himself.
That's it.
Man, you have to. Here's why you hit panic. Here's why. It's very simple. What's going to change? Explain to me what's going to change. Is the Cavaliers' defense going to change? Molly, you just said 20 turnovers. They averaged 13, 14 for the season, so what are they going to improve that by, 2 or 3? They gave up KD every time I turned around. KD was dunking.
Yes.
Dunking.
That's real.
Dunking.
That's real.
Dunking. That's a
Keep going. 6 dunks.
That's exactly what it was.
There were 6 dunks.
Six
dunks.
Some of them
KD.
coast to coast, like they were so concerned about guarding the three-point line, they were giving up dunks. I know, don't give up 3, give up 2, but don't give up 100% on 2.
J.R. Smith said, go on, KD. Go on.
All right. Oh, well, look.
Hey, by the way, as Max points out, shooting percentage on dunks is right around 100%. So I feel pretty good about the Warriors continuing this pursuit. Cavs gave up 15 to 20 uncontested shots. And here's the scary thing, Marcellus. This isn't out of the norm. This is the 22nd ranked defense in the NBA. This, my friend, is going to continue.
Well, your answer is the reason. Look, it's not going to continue. It never continues like this. Your answer is the reason why you don't panic and you have to show patience. Think about it. Those mishaps, those breakdowns on defense, allowing guys to just run up and down the court, looking at Kevin Durant having 6 dunks. You let a scorer realize that the rim could be as wide as the Pacific Ocean because you keep giving them coast-to-coast breaks. Then you make a quick fix in practice. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to guard inside
Make them
out.
make those threes.
Practice.
Make them hit the threes.
Inside out.
We're talking about practice.
And Klay Thompson, who has the yips right now offensively, let's just call it what it is, we're going to make him make those threes. Steph Curry, we're going to put pressure on you. And Kevin Durant, we're going to make you realize this moment. And here's the moment. KD, you're amazing. You're a scorer. But what happens if you start to realize that you came here to win a championship and you're in the series that may be close, that is a 1-1 series going back to Cleveland? You have to put the pressure on them to make them make their hard, difficult shots at 3. Remember, Cleveland's better from the 3-point line than Golden State this year. People have lost that in the mind.
Here's why.
And then that's why you show patience.
Here's why Will Marcellus is right on this.
Marcellus is right.
Yep, they have to show
Marcellus
patience.
is right.
He is. They have to show patience. First of all, panicking ain't going to help. But I get your drift. In other words, are we about to get run over, or is there something we can do? They're not a good defensive team. They have to, you have to make them make the threes. And if Golden State makes the threes, you're going to lose. That's why you're the underdog. But you can't keep giving them dunks. The Cavs are going to have to outscore them. The team with most points wins at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But the Cavs are an all-time great offense. And it is possible just to out-offense the other team, even if they're a great offense also and also a better defense, 4 games out of 7. That is possible, and the Cavs could possibly do it, though they're underdogs. Furthermore, you know, in 1960, this is story time.
There you go.
Not here.
This is why I don't work with you anymore. This is why I left.
Are you gonna
chairs?
go
Can I
baseball
sit
you
down?
out? That's why I kicked you out, made you go to break.
I brought this up last week. In 1960, the New York Yankees played the Pittsburgh Pirates in the World Series. And the Yankees, over a 7-game series, outscored the Pirates by something like 28 runs, meaning they should have easily won the series. And the Pirates kept winning these 1-run games, and they won the series. Sometimes, if you get a squeaker here and there, the other team, when they're blowing you out, it doesn't matter. There are no 10-8 rounds in basketball, right? Every game counts the same. All the Cavs have to do now is win 1 game, game 2, by a single point because their offense is clicking, by a single point, and now they've won the 2-game set because they went on the road and took back home court. So is it time to panic? A team led by LeBron James with another guy who looks like a future Hall of Famer in Kyrie, another all-star in Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, who was a ghost last night. I mean, he's a key player. He needs to control the glass. He didn't do that. If they click on all cylinders and even squeak out a win on the road, they've won this 2-game set.
setting aside 1960, focusing on the
I don't know
last
why.
24 hours,
How did we get it?
focusing on last night.
We need 1960. to
Here's
get
why
here.
you panic, because you two have just panicked. I just want to recapitulate what you two just said. First of all, Max, the words coming to your mouth suggested things like, it is possible.
Right.
Yeah, I'm glad you're relying on possibilities now, not probabilities, possibilities, like a meteor raining down
They're the
right
underdogs.
now. A
They're the
possibility.
underdogs for good reason.
And Marcellus,
I expect the Warriors to win.
your defensive strategy at this point is to leave Klay Thompson alone. Now, let me just get
Oh,
this
I
straight.
would love that right now.
Okay,
I would draw that up right now.
By the way, he ain't going to have the yips for long if he's wide open
that's
from
right.
three.
Clay's cold.
It's
but if you,
been
let me just lay this
13
out.
straight games, so
I want to
cold.
get straight this defensive strategy, okay? Your game plan to beat the Golden State Warriors is to what? You're going to double up on KD.
Oh, that's not my
You're gonna
game plan.
leave Clay alone
That's-
behind the three. And by the way, that's single on Steph, right? So you got
we'll
the
take
guy
it.
who's was Steph, whatever, third best player in the NBA,
Yeah.
who can now do what he did last night. You're leaving Clay, who can go for 40 to 50 on any given night by himself. And this is how you plan to win this series?
Oh, yeah, it's simple because
That's panic, my friend. That's panic.
You know what? Your premise of panicking is the fact that they got blown out in the game last night. Guess what? Every single game last series when they faced them last year was a blowout until game
Real
7.
quick.
So guess what? Don't panic.
The
Last word, Matt.
defensive strategy against the Warriors all season has resulted in situations where either KD or Clay is wide open from three, and that was actually the right defensive choice. Like, that's why the Warriors are the favorites. That's why they should win the championship. Because in addition to that kind of offense, the Cavs also have that kind of offense. They also have defense and rim protection that the Cavs don't have. The Warriors should win. They're up 1-0. But
Your historic offensive explosion
right,
comes against one of the best defenses in the NBA.
But right after last
panicking.
season, if you're on the Cavs, you don't start panicking now. You were
No.
down 3-1 and won it on the road.